whole event is to raise money for youth organizations, not just in Pickens County, but throughout the state of Georgia and throughout the country. And we try to do so many different things for so many different organizations. Last year alone, thanks to you guys coming, we were able to give out $170,000 to youth charities all at one time. It was an incredible event.
Wow, I can't even see any steering wheels on this thing.
Our oldest son, Harlan, was diagnosed with B-cell ALL leukemia on March the 4th, 2018. So obviously this wasn't something we planned or saw coming. He started to get sick, but got diagnosed in March. Every Friday, sometimes every 10 days, he's had about a dozen spinal taps. He's had 2 hip cores, bone marrow testing, but I would say I've lost him probably in the 30, maybe 20 treatments, probably 20 treatments. They gave you actual chemo treatments. For Harlan's case, it's 98 to 99% that he will be cured. As a whole, childhood leukemia is 80%, and so it varies in there, but in Harlan's case, it's 98 to 99%. We appreciate it as a community, as a dealership, as people from Pickens County, because when you bring 10,000 people into the county, I mean, our family's been in this county 180 years. It's a pleasure to be here. I like living here, it's my home. But when people come, they come to have a good time, to camp out, to see other Jeeps, to go through the mud trails, ride the trails, camp out, do whatever it is that they do. And if they have a good time, well, good on them. And they've spent their hard-earned money and took their time to come out and do this because they wanted to have fun. That's great. The monies that they've raised, and it all turns around and goes back to children. You get to have a good time, and the money goes to a good place. It's kind of tough to beat that. It's kind of tough to complain and whine when you get to have a good time and you go and it helps children. So I'd be all in for that myself. A lot of children they didn't ask for what they've got, they just have to handle it the best they know how. If he had hair on his head, or if he had on a ball cap, you wouldn't know he's sick. He never says anything like that. He just doesn't whine. And really and truly, save for when he's been physically sick, he's handled this just like he didn't have to. So he's just extraordinary. Thank you for crawling for my son.
Thank you for crawling for me.
So Evan was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis at 2 weeks old, and from there he developed complications with his lung and his liver. He had a liver transplant when he was 2 and has done really, really well with that since then. But cystic fibrosis is a lifelong disease that there's no cure for. As of right now, median age of survival is, I believe, 37. And he's done really well. We just got out from a 2-week hospital stay from complications from CF. He had to get a lot of treatments done. When he's there, he has to go to school and get physical therapy, which is probably his least favorite thing to do. And especially since it's Jeepfest weekend, he was in a hurry to get out. So we luckily got to come home on Friday. Lots of medicines, lots of treatments. He looks fine on the outside. All of his sickness is on the inside. It's an invisible illness. So, which is hard for a lot of people to comprehend when they see how well he's doing, that he's truly sick. I think a lot of people probably come to this because they love Jeeps and it's a fun weekend. They get to travel, they get to get on the trails and have fun, meet people from other places. But for us, it's that you're providing tomorrows for my kid. You know, we raise money every year for a cure because there is no cure for CF. And when you come and you give to the Jeepfest, you register, you buy the shirts, you buy the hats, you come out here, you're having fun, but you're really providing something special to our family, and not just ours, to all the families that the Sheriff's Foundation supports. For anybody that came out this weekend to do this event, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for crawling for my kid. It truly means a lot.
Thank you for growing for me.
The Georgia Sheriff's Youth Homes, the Joy House, ACE's Emergency Children's Shelter, kids participating in local Special Olympics, and many others can continue making a difference because of the money that is raised during this annual event. We will never meet most of the kids that are impacted, but we'll always know that we had a part in changing their story. Bringing hope to children is the goal of this annual gathering of Jeeps.
Sitting in one if I didn't want to do.